Oh, I gotta turn this filter off because it's looking weird. All right, so welcome everybody, because I'm gonna put this on YouTube. You already know. So let me just get into my filter filters. This, eh, there we go. I feel like that's so weird. Um, sorry, let me adjust. You know what? I'll bring that guy in. I love this guy. Have you seen him? I don't want to assume jellyfish is all genders, actually. But gendered little guy. Okay, so hi, I'm Garfy. I'm gonna try a new format here where I use the tarot cards. I've asked the deck to tell us a compelling story, and it's just gonna be like story time. So, a long time ago, like maybe 7, 8 years ago, that's a lifetime ago, there was a magician. One day, he committed to his heart to turn lead into gold. He craved the Midas touch, and his devotion to that was not of a get rich quick scheme. No. This magician understood that it would be a journey to create the Philosopher's Stone. And so he began his work. He studied his altar. He called upon the power of infinity and the sun. And he sharpened his sword. He found a little pinnacle on the street. He got his lucky stick and a beautiful cup. And he sat in front of his altar and he began to study and he began to do the work. And he studied and he tried it and he failed 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 and he tried it and he failed. And he had kind of a sick fascination with failure. But it helped him out low key. The sad truth was that for years, the magician tried to create gold from his lead, and for years he failed. And he didn't even realize that so much time had gone by. He sat on his desk, calling upon the power of infinity ad nauseum. The time seemed a very strange thing to him, to the point that he woke up one foggy day, rain pelting against his window, his bed all big and cold, his heart all big and cold, because it's actually bad to have a big heart. Scientifically, if you have a large heart, you got problems. You know what I mean? When the Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes that day, he probably should have, maybe not done all that work because he could have had a serious heart episode. And that's what happened to this magician. He looked into the mirror and he had a heart episode because he realized that the cup that he held on his altar and the sword that were on his altar were cursing it. He wasn't sure when a curse had been placed on his cup or a curse had been placed on his sword. Was it something that he did? A foreign energy? He was so careful about polishing his wand and his pentacle that he wasn't even sure when his blade grew an eye that could never turn inward, and his cup rusted with the smallest hole by its stem. The water would pour out onto the altar, and the eye on his sword would cry. But he was too busy shaking that pinnacle trying to get lit out of it. It was hitting the pinnacle with a stick. Bro really was, bro. It's real funny. Yeah, I think the pinnacle is the biggest thing on the altar. Because he felt like if he only had the biggest pinnacle, like if he had a big pinnacle, that would fix it. It had to be in here. That's what everyone told him. Is that like, yo, if you get this pinnacle is gonna set you up for life. And it did. Like, I mean, it took usually when your altar has a curse on it, you feel that immediately. That's something that would take a normal person down. But the fact of the matter is, bro was pretty good with his wand and his pinnacle. He was like, yeah, like, yeah. He's like, oh, you what? It was cute. I love it. But not at the expense of like having these two cursed items, and it created a tower for him, right? Because it's like, dang, I'm out here whacking this pinnacle with my stick, not realizing I'm throwing splinters into the world. And I've been doing it for 8 years. You're fucking with me. Yeah, this magician was shook. He's like, I've had these cursed items. Yeah. And like at this point, like I said, I'm gonna leave this out. And where is it? I'm gonna leave. This is like the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Magician in reverse. This story is about him and this journey he had of having. Yeah, this is the Magician and his altar. It's gonna be the name of this story. So I'll leave these out because this is the Magician in reverse and his altar. So yeah, tower energy. For sure. Because, I mean, yeah, he wants to turn lead into gold, but it's not like about the gold. It's not about the gold. It's hard to believe it's not about the gold, but when you have a lot of gold, it turns out to not really be about the gold. Like, yeah, I'm about to get my gold, but it was really about the alchemical process of saving the world. And it's like, if I can only get the Midas touch, maybe that will allow me to find this balance, to find this. Like, it's the Philosopher's Stone that's being created here. It's not. And honestly, at a certain point, if you have like a whole cursed blade with an eye that constantly cries on your altar, and a beautiful copper cup that's leaking water and you didn't even notice on your altar, and you don't even know if you're the one who cursed it or not, what that does is like, how could you possibly do anything, even if you are, doing all the right processes, if you're doing all the right moves, you read all the spell books, right? The high priestess comes out on the chariot. Okay, yeah. So I should include this one with the Eight of Cups in reverse. So this high priestess comes to town. There's only two stories in the world. The hero goes on an adventure, or someone new comes to town. So the high priestess comes to town on her steed. Oh my gosh, I hate this guy. Her horse is kind of an a-hole. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't know. She has a lot of different horses, quite frankly. She has two horses. One's black, one's white. And she got her little wands too. She got a wand on her. She got a pretty nice wand on her. She got a wand and she got a pomegranate because she be eating good. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, she's not really running into town for this magician. Like, it, she's kind of like a little bit bummed that the magician is in this town. If we're being quite honest, because no, really, yeah, the father of wands. She's both. She's got the wand. She's the high priestess and she's the king of wands. Um, but she doesn't like to advertise that. She's like really secretive about her wand. She's like, don't look at my wand. Don't leave my wand. But yeah, she's coming into town, but it's because she's running away from something. Something secret, something dark, something that can't easily be spoken to. She's running away from a life in shatters. And just in the same way, she doesn't want anyone to see her wand. She doesn't want anyone to know that that's how she got her wand. To speak of her wand would be to speak of the shards of her life. So she rushes into town, hiding that truth, coming up with a beautiful lie. I've been sent here on a mission. What is it? She fumbles. A Disney adult. True love? I said that's so loud. True love? It's not truly a lie. The thing about this priestess, her horses lie often. Often. But she herself, she struggles with it. She's, yeah, she's a stud. But in this moment, kind of the star in reverse. You know what I mean? This isn't her moment. This isn't her moment. But in her, and it's not her fault, it's her moment. Again, like every single cup she has is shattered, bro. Ruined. Even if she wanted to go back, it's like, oh, maybe I could have a little orange juice in this one. No, ho, you can't come back from this. So she's like struggling with that, right? Because although she doesn't feel like the sun anymore, because for her it's nighttime, you know? It's nighttime. It's the dark night of the soul for this hoe, right? But for her, it feels like there's no light. And that's the case because she's the freaking sun, right? So through this process, she has no idea that she's got an aura the size of the city, right? And it's not because she doesn't know about her aura. She remembers having an aura, but it's like how you kind of like remember like a sandwich you got at a restaurant like 12 years ago and you were like, damn, that sandwich is good. You know? But it's like the sandwich is still good, but you don't like what? Why am I even thinking about that? It's not like I can have it right now. So she's thinking that she's hiding this along with her wand and the everything, but and in a way she is. But the real problem here, not necessarily with her energy, and I'm gonna put this down. Right? It's that oh, this is a love story. It's cute. Okay. So what's going on here? Oh, I'll just tuck it so you can kind of see the name of it. Because her horse She has multiple horses, okay? Let's get back to this real quick though. So the high priestess, she's kind of a baddie. She gets what she wants. Cause she's the middle pillar, baby. She's a whole middle pillar, and her moon is like up on her. She got that mother heckin' thing on her, right? So if she wants horses, she got horses. She got horses. And it's like literally like it might have been her car. It might have been her dog. It might have been her best friend. It might have been um a wish that she held close to her heart that maybe one day everything will be okay. It might be a fear driving her through all of this. Fear is one of the fastest steeds you've ever seen. Fear will make you rush faster than you've ever rushed in your entire life. So maybe that was her horse. The one driving the boat, one of her, and she's spoken about this. She's like, I do not want fear to drive my ship, but oh my God. And this is why I'll tell you why fear was her horse. Because this bitch was jealous of her her loving energy. She's jealous of the Empress. So who is this? I don't know. It's some old biddy with a busted up sword. Quite frankly. Like, girl, if you don't get your life, she's been throwing sticks at the high priestess's cups for years. For years. Years. And it's like the crazy thing is like clearly, let me put these down for a second. So the high priestess is hiding her cups from other people, right? Clearly someone's beating my cups up. You know what I'm saying? It's so frustrating, right? Because like she's the high priestess, so of course she sees some random ass sticks flying across, beating all her cups to pieces and disappearing into the ether. She's like, who is doing that? So the energy of the wands felt this mother of swords in reverse is in reverse because she remains unseen, unspoken, in obscurity. Quiet wings on the night, hunting. Not this high priestess, because again, this high priestess is the sun, right? Like, she's the sun. She's like the sun and the fucking star, bro. Like, so, like, what kind of crazy person do you look like if you're like, oh, me? Oh, me? I'm gonna fight the sun. It was like, girl, you're going to fight the sun? Hey, girl, I'm telling a story. So this queen who's attacking the high priestess who had to leave because, like, so this bitch is like, yeah, I'm gonna fight the sun. You're gonna fight the high priestess who is like literally the sun and the star. And this lady's like, yeah, no problem. I got 5 sticks. It's like, girl, you trying to take down the sun with 5 sticks? Look at David and Goliath. And so she's like, okay, I heard it when I said it. I heard it when I said it. Okay, so I can't take down the sun, but I can beat the crap out of her cups. I'll beat the crap out of her cups. And she'll never even know that her cups are fucked up. Because, again, so it's kind of crazy, right? Because this person, right, I was just saying, the high priestess is a creature of absolute sunlight, but because her cups were getting beaten up, she kind of like obscured herself, right, in this star in reverse energy. But what was happening? Let me find a good way to spread these. I'm gonna put the magician and his altar away right now. This isn't his part of the story. Everybody wants to be the main character. They're all the main character. These could all be different movies, bro. Like, this is a series of events. All right, here we go. Let's talk about these two people. So we're going to have the two energies up. So we have this bitch. This is Queen of Wands. That's Mother of Swords in reverse. I should do it the other way, but no. Changed my mind. They'll figure it out. I have a half hour too. Shit. Oh shit. Actually, I might have less than that. Let me just wrap it up. Yeah, I actually should wrap it up. But yeah, because the high priestess in reverse was feeling some kind of grief from getting whacked the fuck down by an invisible force, she kind of had to cloak herself in this energy. But part of this attack is like in like defending like what remained of her cups before she fled to the magician's realm. She developed the ability to knock these freaking wands away. Like nobody wants to like, not necessarily to like, because even to escape this situation required a lot. Like I don't know if you've ever been in a room that was covered in broken glass and all you have is your naked little Pete's. This is the realm in which this high priestess walked for the same 8 years as the magician was walking his path of trying to create the sorcerer's stone. So her light was obscured, and not that really anybody, but to this delusional spellcaster, she was like, my little sticks are winning. Honestly, it wasn't even that the high priestess was shy about her wand or about her cups. It was more so to defeat this annoying force in her life. She had no shame, truly just pride about everything she walked around and what she did, but her focus was eliminating this threat because even though she stood in a room of shattered cups, she knew that if one day she had the time and space and luck and will and spiritual power to go, her sunlight would come back. And she could unsheath her wand and harness all of her power openly. So it was in that energy. Oh, I almost forgot to say. This Queen of Swords, she doesn't have wands herself, so she had to conscript these wands to come and help her. All she had was her lies, her wit, her charm, all stolen, quite frankly, when she demolished these cups. She would break the cup and then she would get a cup just like it. And it would like irritate the shit out of the high priestess because the high priestess is like, I know that's my fucking cup. Where'd you get it from? You know? I'm not doing personals right now, but if you DM me, I can answer your question privately. For sure. So yeah. That was the energy in which we get all of her cards. The high priestess came to town. So, and again, Yeah. On her secret mission, once again, very thinly veiled, right? Because when someone comes into town, and this is the magician, right? Because, like, again, this ruse of like tucking and hiding this energy may have fooled this foolish Queen of Swords in reverse, but the magician, he's not buying it. Not buying it at all. He's like, I see that. What is that wand doing back there? What are you doing with that? Huh? Huh? You think you can come to my town with a wand and all those busted cups and I'm not gonna ask any fucking questions? Yeah. And again, the, I'm forgetting something. I'm sorry. I had these cards to the side. I didn't know I didn't say it out loud. But yeah, so the mission that the priestess said she came on was a spur of the moment one because she had to like obscure the fact that she even knew about this. Because what would happen is that like the second she would reveal or announce or say that she knew, they would hire someone and then the work would change. It would be a new target. And she was so used to this pattern and tired of it that she was like, you know what, fuck it. I know this one could suck more. It's like very abusive, but at least I know how to navigate it and I can find peace and still in the comment until I can like break the fuck out. Right? So she's got all this, all this happening. All this happening. And can I tell you a secret? Can I tell you a secret? Can I tell you a secret? So the high priestess is very smart. And she knows. Bro, the second they see this fucking wand and this sun and this, they're gonna be on to me. So I'm gonna like say that it's like a lie. And they're gonna think it's a lie, you know? And who could be this much of a bad bitch, right? Seriously. And then also like be a page of cups. And that was her secret. But yes, there was a lot going on. But when she saw the magician speak, she saw his impressive pentacle. When she felt the warmth of his hold on. She felt his pentacle, the warmth of his rod. She saw his cup and she saw his sword. And this king of fire didn't realize how much water was on his table. Or did he realize? Did anyone else see that he had a little leak in his cup and there was like a crying eye on his sword? And you know, she sees a lot, the high priestess, from where she sits. She doesn't say a lot. She sees a lot. It's not her job. She's not the Hierophant. She's not the Hierophant. She is in reverse. No one wants to listen to her, usually. But this emperor did. And something about that intrigued her. Something about that was like, And it might have been a little toxic to think that she could fix him. But Spirit said, hey, Captain Save-A-Ho, this is your last ride. So she was like, okay, let's go. So fear was one of her horses, but the other horse was curiosity. How would he respond to her love crusade? And I think that's where I have to wrap up. I'm gonna do a part two. This is fun. Oh. Next time. That's a little spoiler warning with the cherry to reverse. Shit. I love tarot, man. My cards really want to help me out. And I actually asked them, someone was saying, you do a new deck. It's fun to ask the cards, what story do you want to tell? And mine were like, Ten of Cups, story. And I asked it again, and it's like, reveal the mystery of this magician. And I like blocked outside entities, highest messages from source, most direct, concise, clear messages possible, and also fun, right? And every time I do that, it's like, ooh, yeah, it's like, don't hold back. Spill the tea. It's gonna be surprisingly rewarding. So, yeah, this was fun. I might have a few minutes. Let me check. Let me just. I did the thing where I like got distracted and I was like, I can find the answer in 2 minutes. No, let me just finish this. Okay, 'cause I wanted to end up with a few like messages for collective. Thank you for the likes and chilling, guys. You don't have to fight anymore. You don't. And that's not to say that the people who hurt you are gonna lose. It just means that like everything you've been through has created a path of love for you that did not exist before. And just try to be a little patient, and you'll have wealth beyond your wildest dreams in ways that you never expected. I'm glad you liked it. I'm definitely gonna post it in pieces on TikTok, I think, because and once YouTube is up, I'll put it on YouTube. But I haven't had access to my YouTube channel with all of my paranoia oopsies. And once I do, I'm gonna probably upload this series first, and along with my other tarot messages. But thanks for hanging out, guys. I gotta go. I love you. Love you. I'm gonna take it to 2K. Okay, bye. Until my